Okay guys, welcome to the video before all of the Angeles videos. This video is designed to give you an overall summary of what I did while I was here, and it is also designed to be a full disclosure statement. As most of you know, there's a lot of unnecessary static yapping about my channel at the moment. It's just unnecessary. So what I'm doing by coming to Angeles is essentially giving those people that like to talk about everybody a lot of ammunition. I will be called a sexpat, I will be called a sex tourist, I will be called all kinds of names in the book, everything you can think of. But the truth of the matter is, I am a travel vlogger. Traveling the Philippines without coming to Angeles is like going to America on vacation without seeing New York or Los Angeles. You just wouldn't do it. You go see the major sites in the cities of places that you go to. Now, I will tell you the underlying or dark culture of Angeles does exist, and I have explored it. I will get more into that momentarily. I came here for several reasons. One, I wanted to meet an expat that lives here, whom is one of two expats that I actually trust, that I know of. I did meet him, we had a great conversation, and he gave me some great insights, not only into Angeles City and some sights to see, which you will also get to see. Now, I came to see several things. One, I wanted to see Clark Hospital, the old abandoned hospital here. I wanted to take photographs of it. As many of you know, I'm also a photographer. I did that successfully. I videoed it. I rode through Air Force City. I actually put the camera on my left hand and drove the scooter with my right hand, so you guys could get some slow-mo footage of Air Force City, and you could see what the old Clark base looks like now. It's fantastic. We explored S&M Mall. It's a wonderful feature here in Angeles. It's small enough that you can't get lost, but big enough that it has everything you need. I went to a district, I believe it's called the Marina Arcade. It's like a set of small shops that you can buy pretty much anything you want to. It's like its own little district in Angeles. So in 3 days I've covered a lot of things. I also covered Walking Street or Fields Avenue. And when I say covered, I mean covered. I went for a daytime walk down Walking Street and videoed it. I went for a nighttime walk down Fields Avenue and videoed it. I also went into two of the most popular bars here to see what the experience is like, because you hear about them all the time. Anything that has to do with the Philippines and Angeles, you're going to hear about these bars. Yes, these are bars that have quote-unquote bar girls. They trade services for money. I did not partake in any of those services. You can believe me, you cannot believe me. I really don't care. It's my job to provide you with information. Your opinion of me is irrelevant. If you want the information on this city, that's what you're going to get from this channel. And that's what you're going to get from everywhere else I travel to. That's why I'm striving so hard to put together the funds for the documentary. Now, going into these bars was pathetic. It was sad. There were women with little bikinis. There was no nudity in the bars, doing some kind of two-step numbers, dance numbers, and they all looked like the most miserable people in the world. I stayed in one bar about 10 minutes, I stayed in the other about 15. You see, these bars don't like people that don't drink alcohol because they can't make money off of them. And I don't drink any alcohol. I drink Coke or tea if they offer it. And as going into these bars and ordering Coke, thankfully I didn't get a lot of attention. That's a good thing because I didn't want it. I was there simply to observe what it was all about. The first club I went into was a double-decker. It had about 150 girls, all sad, all miserable looking. There were guys leaving every 2 or 3 minutes without girls that were in there. There were a lot of Koreans in this club. I don't know if you guys have heard about the Koreans coming in and taking over the bar scene here. But it's the 3-3-3 rule, and I'll let you figure out what that means. The second club I went into was a very popular one. It was a single floor. It had about 50 girls in it. Even more sad and miserable looking than the first. So my experience here is, if you come here and think that you're going to go get a high energy bar girl to give you the best time of your life, you're probably sadly mistaken. Because after talking to a few people here in Angeles, these girls do this basically 7 days a week, every week. And they get tired of old fat white men and Koreans that come in to the bars and, you know, just fondle them and give them cash. It's just sad. It really is. It really changed my perspective on the whole bar girl scene. In my earlier days, I've gone to places like this when I was younger, had similar experiences, but tried to make it a good experience because I was with other men. Honestly, I was about as miserable as the girls that were in there because there's really nothing, there's no benefit to having to pay for sex. There's no benefit. You lose money and, you know, you achieve something that you could achieve yourself. It's that simple. And I'm trying to keep it as PG as possible, but that's the truth. I was happily disappointed with the bars on Walking Street. And gentlemen, if you're thinking of coming here entirely for that purpose, I encourage you not to. Because it honestly did not look like it would be worth your time or your money. Now, with that being said, there are some great videos coming up. I'm going to give you a lot of information. You're going to get to see a lot of things and a lot more fun stuff than this video. This video is purely informative to set the tone for everything that is to come. Guys, enjoy my experience in Angeles.